Hello, friends. I am looking forward to sharing information and tapping with people beyond our women's group. I think I shared that once before that we absolutely love coming together as a group and that there's consensus that we'd all love for our community to extend and um, multiply, like have a ripple effect. Like, ooh, like the pink little drawing I just did. Do you like that? So that we are sharing our love and our thought processes beyond like our small boundaries. Every time we share of ourselves and speak our thoughts and our truths, it resonates with the whole rest of the group. So if it resonates with the rest of the group, I'm quite sure that it will resonate with people outside of our group. So what we talked about this week and would love to share with you was about anger and about getting to stillness and what stillness means to us. And for various reasons, many of us had some anger coming up this last week. And one of the things that, for me anyway, in my own personal childhood training, I was taught that anger was incredibly unsafe to have because I had been at the effect of other people's anger. So I have learned how to tamp it down really well. So when anger shows up, sometimes it's really scary for me. That's not everybody's experience, of course. When anger shows up for others, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to do with it, but not because they're trying to squish it, just because they're trying to get it out, work with it, and be as healthy as possible while still retaining the energy behind the anger. I know a lot of times we diffuse our anger so that we seem like more loving and forgiving and blah, 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 all that good stuff. But sometimes you need that anger to light a fire and say, okay, damn it, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm done. I'm really done. This is it. And the anger fuels you. So, we want to be healthy, but we also want to honor the anger and use it as constructively as we can. Ta-da. And now I'm going to quit talking and just start tapping. Yeah. All right. So karate chop. Take my glass. Even though sometimes I feel uncomfortable with my own anger, I choose to honor and hold that space inside of me. Even though sometimes I don't know what to do with anger, I choose to love myself and love my feelings. Even though sometimes I try to talk myself out of my anger, I'm choosing in this moment to pay attention to my feelings and validate what's going on for me. Top of your head. Sometimes it's so hard to stick with my anger. Eyebrow. And keep it pure, side of your eye, and focused under your eye, because I've been so well trained under your nose to think that anger is not a good trait, chin, to think that anger is a negative emotion, collarbone. But in all actuality, healthy anger is healthy. Under your arm, as the name implies. Top of your head. The opposite of anger, eyebrow, is not being a doormat. Side of your eye. That's not the place I want to flip to. Under your eye. I want to use my anger under your nose to fuel positive action, chin, and to honor my own boundaries, collarbone. If I am angry, it is most likely because someone has crossed a boundary or hurt me, under your arm. And my definition of boundaries, top of your head, is what's okay and what's not okay, eyebrow. And it is okay to be angry about that, side of your eye. If someone has done something that crosses my boundaries, under your eye, I want to honor myself, under your nose, and take care of me, chin. And sometimes what I need to do that, collarbone, is to feel that anger under your arm. That doesn't mean I need to be hateful, top of your head. That's not what I'm talking about, eyebrow. I'm talking about taking right action, side of your eye, to fix whatever was going on with those boundaries under your eye, or to shift my situation under your nose so that I'm in a healthier space, chin. However I need to do that, collarbone. So I choose to honor my anger under your arm and to pay attention to it, top of your head, instead of trying to shut it down, eyebrow. I know that I can actually be friends with my anger, side of your eye, and that the reason it's here under your eye is to direct me under your nose and to send up warnings, chin, when my boundaries are violated, collarbone, or I'm being hurt. Under your arm. If I had cut my finger, top of your head, I would immediately put something on to stop the bleeding, eyebrow. I would do whatever it took, side of your eye, to stop the blood flow under your eye and stop the pain under your nose. Why don't I do that for myself, chin, when someone hurts me, collarbone, or steps all over my boundaries? Underarm, I'm choosing to pay attention. Top of your head, I'm choosing to care for myself. Eyebrow. My anger is guiding me, side of your eye. And if I pay attention, under your eye, take the right steps under your nose, and practice self-care, chin, it's done its job, collarbone. And it will go away under your arm. Once its job is complete, my anger will go away. Top of your head. But I'm choosing to honor it, eyebrow, instead of assuming that it's a negative emotion, side of your eye. It is my red flag under your eye and trying to help me under your nose, which is why I'm paying attention, chin, and moving in right direction, collarbone. Deep breath. And just notice any thoughts that you had come up. So one of the ways that you can get to the bottom of your anger. So one of the thoughts I just had come up was like, what about people who are like crazy? Is it okay for them to be angry? That's really not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like that anger that comes up when somebody has violated your boundaries, cheated on you, stolen from you, done something, hurt your feelings in some way. But one of the ways that you can focus on what's really going on for you is getting still. Like, if you're getting angry and you can't quite pin down what's going on, either because you're uncomfortable with anger or you ignore your emotions on a regular basis, sometimes it helps to just get still. And we all do get still a different way. So I encourage you to figure out what your get still is. For me, it's often like cleaning or doing some repetitive motion, doing yard work, painting, something that does not require like major brain power, so that I'm in a little bit of a path or a routine, but my mind can kind of like let go. That's where I kind of have my ideas or process things. If I sit still, cross my legs, light a candle, and have incense burning, that is not meditative for me. That is anxiety provoking for me because I like to be moving. So if I give my body something to do, my brain can actually let go a little bit more. So to recap, your anger is there for a reason. If you don't know what the reason is, if you're having a hard time connecting and paying attention to what your anger is trying to tell you, make an attempt to get to that still place so that you can pay attention instead of keeping yourself so busy or so in chaos that you can't possibly pay attention to what your body and your emotions are trying to tell you. So what is your way of getting still? What's your way of paying attention to yourself, to connecting your body and your emotion and your heart so that you actually listen to you? I would love to know that. There's so many different things that we all do, including exercise. A lot of the folks I know like to run or walk or do something really physical to reconnect and stay centered. So share. Let me know, first of all, how that felt with the anger tapping. And then also what you do to find your space of stillness, what you do for yourself to come back to you. So much love. It's been such a emotionally rocky week for most of us for various reasons, politically, etc. So sending you love and hoping that you can practice that stillness and just come to a good place for you. Namaste.